If I could name it, exactly what it is that makes the show so popular, I don't know. Apart from it being about love, which, everybody's interested in, starring me, which is, something. And then you get some violence, which everybody wants to see, evidently. Get some sex in there. It's like baking a cake. You gotta have your basic ingredients, and then it's just how you mix it together and how long you put it in the oven, and how hot the temperature is. How long you preheat. Have you preheated the baking sheet is my question. Is the pan hot? And are you using frosting? These are all metaphors. This isn't random. You go, there's Easter eggs in the season. You go in, you're gonna be like, oh, that's what he was saying. Hey MTV News, I'm Penn Badgley from You. These are the top 5 things that I have learned from playing Joe. The first thing I learned from Joe is don't hide a key in the box. Here's why. Joe hides a key in the box. This is how he gets out. I think that's pretty simple. Number 2, how to dance on TikTok. Playing Joe is like being in a straitjacket. What you don't realize is that a lot of times I'm not moving or speaking. You think a lot's happening because there's a big voiceover. It's not the case. I'm often standing, bone straight, dead still, in boots that have wooden soles and are very uncomfortable. And about 2.5 months into the season, I usually have back problems. And I have to be quiet, which is actually really hard to do for that long. What was the thing I learned? Yes, how to dance on TikTok. Dancing on TikTok is a way to relieve stress when you have to play Joe Goldberg half the year. The third thing I learned from playing Joe Goldberg is how bat crazy y'all are. Do I need to say anything else? Basically all of Twitter, you know what I'm saying. I'm talking to you. You know what makes me nervous is when there's a surprising number of guys who meaning well and God bless them. I'm not judging them right now. But they're like, dude, I love you on you. You're my spirit animal, man. It's like, okay. And then there's, of course, the women who are just like, oh my God, I love Joe. Help me find a man like Joe. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't help you there. Number 4, that I can't wear a hat in public. End of discussion. I can't really wear a hat in public. It's more conspicuous. Well, I mean, to be fair, sure, sometimes it works, but then other times somebody will run out to me and be like, oh man, I wasn't sure, but then I saw the hat and I knew, so that's an interesting rub. I mean, if I was ever worried that I wasn't going to outgrow or outlive Dan Humphrey's reign, I think I've discovered just how to dismember Dan Humphrey, bury his body parts in different parts of the tri-state area. The last thing I learned, and this is gonna really shock you, just really bring it home. I learned the power of prayer. I'm not kidding. That is my number 1 approach to Joe. I use that tool more than any other, both to ground myself after I've had to play him, but also to ground myself in preparation to play him, because what I have to do is it's really heavy. You know what I mean? It's pretty heavy. Even though the show is outlandish and campy in a lot of ways, I have to ground it, and it's hard. It's taxing physically and emotionally and spiritually. And so prayer and meditation are 2 tools that I have learned to rely on, probably more than ever. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to do a rom-com or a Christmas movie, but I would love to do something in the realm of journalistic enterprise, something that's exploring a real life event. 2 projects come to mind. One is literally a story of journalists, and that's Spotlight. And then more recently, a Chernobyl, which was a very, very intense, but I don't mind being intense. I think it's just hard to play literally a killer. That's exhausting. I don't want to do that. Season 4 differs from the previous seasons because, we changed the genre in the beginning. In the beginning, it's a whodunit. It's a murder mystery, which you don't realize is actually quite different. There's no mystery. We always know who it is, right? It's Joe. We know what's going on. It's a mystery as to what's going to happen. But a whodunit's a very different format. And so basically we see Joe possibly becoming a hero, but that's very uncomfortable. So then what does that mean? He's becoming a hero only in as much as he's trying to catch a killer now, right? So but then, of course, there are 2 parts, and part 2 is even very different from that. I think people who stick with it this year are going to be very pleasantly surprised. If there were to be a season 5, I want to see Joe brought to justice. But of course, that is a big question. What does that mean? Is it as simple as death or prison? Is reformation possible? Is redemption possible? You know, I want him to see him brought to justice. Where does that happen? Nowhere. Mars. Next. We'll see. We'll have to see. I literally have no idea.